Hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Kevin Chan here again, 7:30 in the morning session as usual, and today we are continuing the bridge to the 2026, and according to the vote, finally the red, which is the year breaker for next year, right, has won the voting. How's everybody's all doing right now, right? So now we got Manuel around, Nasemper is around, Pekpui is around, Reza. Hello Reza, how are you doing? Stuart, Sunny, Sunshining is here, right? So how are you guys doing? Hello So, hello Andy, hello Mabel. Super good morning to everyone, right? So we are on the second day of the month of October already. Yay, so fast, right? Already entering into the month of October, and racing very quickly into the what we call the end of the year, right? So quick, right? So hopefully everybody is doing super well, right? So anything happening in Malaysia, I don't think so, right? So I think everything is fine. No sudden new news happening, nothing viral. Okay, so pretty good that day. All right, so now back to this. This session is talking about the change of the Sensha between all the animal. So every year, the Sensha system, which is the primary system that is used for the annual forecast, every single master also use Sensha for annual forecast, right? So we arrange all the Sensha together, and this particular session is to ensure that you use whatever is left in this year to prepare for next year. And red really need to prepare. Okay, come, let's go in and take a look. Let me just shrink myself down to the smaller version, right? So get your parcel chart printed using Typing Astro, right? So you can just register yourself a free account. A free account is sufficient. You just need to get this particular section out. By the way, if you don't have your time of birth, it's fine. The plot will still plot on. Right, so it's just that you got one component missing, right? So people have 4 animal signs to look for, you only got 1, right? So as usual, your rat can be in the year, can be in the month, can be in the day, can be in the hours. All of them basically has different application and different meaning, right? So if you want a more, what we call more concise consult, go and get a consultant to talk to you, right? So that would be much easier, right? So go and find out, do you have any red inside your chart? If you have a red inside your chart, then this may be a session that is relevant to you. If not, never mind. Okay, right. So these are the one with the racing flag are the one that we have already done. We have already done the horse. So if you got a horse inside a puzzle chart, you're looking for it, go back and watch the horse video, right? So if you got the goat, right, so go back and watch the goat video. If you have the monkey, go back and watch the monkey video. You got the rooster, go back and watch the rooster video. Okay, right. The rest in our need to prepare every single one. Also, you need to do some preparation, right? So now today we're gonna take a look at the red. So now very easy, if you take a look at the red. Red this year is mega red. Next year is mega black. Right, so this is gonna be somebody try to go to the heaven, fail, and slam back onto the floor. This is gonna hurt them, right? So this is gonna hurt, right? For those of them who did not prepare themselves, this is gonna hurt a lot, right? So because what happened here is that to this year, red is actually pretty good. So most of the things that the red do, right? So somehow it just connect itself, So this is like a year of abundance, right? So you guys got here the story. I don't know whether this is culturally just Malaysia story or internationally that has about this ants and also the squirrel, right? So it was during the springtime, when ants is very hardworking, collecting the grain, trying to store the grain for winter one, whereas the squirrel was happy, just eating, not collecting anything. Then when come winter, the squirrel don't have food to eat, because the fella didn't prepare. It is those kind of year, right? It is those kind of year, right? So the first thing is for the ratty guy, if you have made some money this year or you have accumulated some resource, please do keep a big portion of the resource, because next year is going to be super iffy for you, right? You can see that all the not really that good type of star there is, right? So it's all there, right? So it's whatever that you have reserved for this particular year, right? So you got still got a few months, keep, right? Stop spending your money, keep. Right, keep, right? So then the next thing is, you know, health is very important. It's actually during this sort of time whereby you got a lot of negative stuff, and probably maybe this year's you enjoy too much, right? So enjoy too much this particular year, that you may be neglecting your health. Neglecting your health means that, you know, you have a few plate more nasi lemak than you should have. Nasi lemak is our, sorry to say, you know, although it is kind of like the national food, kind of say like the, before Singapore make nasi lemak their national food, okay. It is a very high calorie food because the rice is cooked together with coconut milk. That's why it's fragrant and very nice. So it's very high calorie. Rice already very high calorie, coconut milk very high calorie. So it's a super high calorie food. It is meant for those people who work in the field last time. Right, so it's basically poor man food lah. I know it's supposed to give you a lot of energy so that you can work in the field. Much like Malaysia Bak Kut Teh. Bak Kut Teh is also for the people who work in the pier. Last time when Chinese come over, you know, through ship, they usually work in the pier as, you know, coolie lah. Coolie mean that, you know, those people who carry the rice all over the places. So they need a lot of energy, right? They will eat Bak Kut Teh in the morning, right? So it's actually a breakfast Bak Kut Teh, right? So, you know, it's a breakfast, you know, it's very high fat. That's why you see everything inside Bak Kut Teh is fatty, right? Very high fat, so that, you know, they have the energy. So the nasi lemak is the equivalent for the Malay. Right? So it's an energy giving food. So if you eat too much, so now what happened? Next year you suddenly don't have the access to it, right? So, and then the number 3 quick advice for you is to use your energy to assist other people. Because why? It's very simple. When you are good that time, right, it's time for you to build everybody up so that they become protective barrier for you, you know. So a lot of people, the problem with them is that when they're good that time, right, they don't go and build people up. They think that, you know, they are all the great. So when you fall that time, then that is where the rest of the people that you have do wrong will come back and bite you, right? So, you know, you see right now, you know, when you are doing very good, so you got another few more months, right? So target the few animal, right? So now later you will see that which animal transform to become good, you know, like rooster. Rooster is, you know, super good. You want to make friends with rooster this year, right? So you make a lot of friends with rooster, right? So that would basically help you a lot with this, right? So that's why you need to strategize. You need to strategize yourself so that you don't get into major trouble, right? So it's not saying that, you know, next year the Grand Duke come and, you know, clash you, then, you know, you do have a bit of a problem, right? So it doesn't mean that, you know, everything is bad, but you just know that you now don't have access to stuff that you have access to this year. So, you know, whatever that you are having right now, next year you're gonna not being able to have it. So this one you can think like somebody who hit lottery, right? So if you ever wonder why somebody who hit lottery, now by statistic this one, it take about 3 years, they will all go back to the same level, and usually about 40% worse than the same level. Because why? They don't have the mentality. They think that, you know, they will continue to have the good luck, which is not the case, right? So whoever hit lottery, like, because they hit a bunch of money, they don't know how to manage the money. Same thing with people, right? So when you have power, you don't know how to manage the power. You know, when you have access to resource, you do not know how to access the resource, right? So this is where you are wasting the resource. Instead of to build the future, you are actually just, I don't want to call destroy the future, right? So now rat got this particular problem. So if the fellow rat are not aware of this situation, you know, they still hee-ha, happy, you know, go here, go there, right? So spend money here and there, right? So didn't save, right? So it's going to be very tough, right? So next year going to be very tough. You just imagine, right? So now actually one of the main reason why people who got lottery got into trouble is that they go and buy thing that has a very long payment period. Because right now you got money, man. You go and buy, let's say that you go and buy a luxury car. A luxury car, you know, is a depreciating asset, right? So when you buy it back, right? So you always have to maintain the car, right? So you need to maintain the car, you know, there's maintenance, you know, there's this, that, you know, everything need to be changed, right? So, you know, all this kind of stuff. Like a lot of people right now, you know, they say that, oh, you know, now EV in Malaysia is actually a luxury car, just tell you first. In China, EV is cheap car because they got a lot of EV, right? So, but in Malaysia, you know, EV is actually very expensive. Right, so and a lot of people think that, oh, I buy EV, I'm gonna save on petrol. You know, it's actually not the case. Right, so a lot of people also think that I buy EV, I'm going to save on maintenance. That is also not the case. So right now is what is happening is that people already start to know that, right? So although you don't do the normal maintenance that a car do, right? So there are other maintenance, like for example, your tires is going to have a bit of a big issue because the EV car generally is much more heavier because of the battery than the normal car. So you eat your tire very fast and you have to use special tires. You don't notice all the EV car tires are special one. Right, so the changing the tire is going to be much more often, and you know it's going to be expensive. So whatever money that you save on maintenance goes into the tires. Right, so now this one is roughly the same. So this year, you know, it's like you're given a luxury car. Right, so you give a luxury car, like, oh no, very nice, like that. Then you know next year, do you have the actual money to resources to continue to maintain the car? No? Right, so right now you are be a bit more careful, right? So be a bit more careful with what do you choose to spend, right? So now because this year, if you take a look, right, the fella got the Emperor Star there, right? So Emperor Star, Heavenly Yi, Tai Chi Nobleman, these are very strong problem solving stuff. Right, so when you have all this leadership and problem solving style, right, people start to come to you. People start to come to you because this particular year, your problem-solving brain is, you know, generally better. Let's just put it in a way like whatever you blurt out of your mouth seems to be solving the problem. So what happened? Ego, automatic one, ego, and then you know there is this thinking that, you know, oh, I'm the greatest. So what happened next year? Next year, because you did pretty well this year, right? So next year expectation going up, is like that, right? So this year if you deliver 1 million sales, next year they want 1.3 million. Every company is the same one, every single company is the same. So no, same thing now, right? So this year, you know, you're great, so next year they're gonna come and, you know, more people are gonna come and they're gonna come with higher level of problem. Expectation go up now. So what happened? You don't have the energy to solve it anymore, right? So and the worst case scenario is that, you know, if let's say that they push you up to the next level of level of power and authority, you think it's great, you think it's great, right? So, oh yeah, no, finally I get to sit in the GM. You sit in the GM position with this sort of energy signature and you don't know what is happening. I tell you, die very fast. That's the part of it that you need to do a bit of a measurement for yourself if you got, you know, any red inside your chart, right? The angel flying up to the sky, or not angel, who's the fella? Icarus flying up to the sky, you know, with the candle wing. Right, halfway, you know, there the sun melted the wing and then whoa, splat. It's this sort of situation, right? So it's this sort of situation. So you have to be careful with whatever that you are doing. So I was saying that I would suggest that right now it's time for you to do a bit of a winding down. Right? Winding down means that, you know, pretend to be dumb a bit. Pretend to be dumb a bit. Concentrate your energy on actually assisting other people up. Move other people up. Right, move other people out, you know, don't just everything is, you know, oh, it's me, right? So, you know, that particular ego, right, that super particular ego that you have, right? So, you know, do that. Bring up as many shield as possible. Yes, you need other people to shield you, right? So if you're strategic, right, so if you're strategic, go and find those, you know, that the animal sign where next year, you know, they have the specific, especially, you know, go and find the guy with the general star, which is the horse. Right, so because the guy with the general star would be able to hold power next year. So if you this year if you friend with the guy with the horse, right? So although the horse is clashing to you, one I tell you what, so which means that, you know, if you are smart, mean that you need to somehow move your enemy up. let your enemy become the target next year. Right? Don't make yourself the target. That fella. That fella. Right? So sometimes you need to strategically do this sort of stuff. Right? So you make sure that that fella is the one that take brunt of it. Right? So like if let's say this month or coming few months there is a suggestion on who should take up the whatever project it is, and that the project will spill over to next year one. Right? So it will spill over to next year because problem is next year only you're gonna have problem. Right? So you move this fella up. Instead of suggesting yourself, instead of that stupid thing or trying to grab a lot of people in the office trying to grab the project, it's like, oh, now to show people that no, this time you push the project over to the other side. You go and help the other fellow some more, make sure everything is okay. Then right before switching over to the other side, then you let go. Yeah, it's not your project, man. You're just helping out, man. Then you officially tell people that, oh, let go, let the fellow chao che. Cool, telling you. Right, so you can basically do this sort of stuff, right? So you can do this sort of stuff, right? So you see the graphic is basically a you just imagine a rat grabbing a lot of food and then running around very happily like, I love food, then trip, everything fall down onto the floor. Right, so you guys know that rats they keep the food inside their mouth, right? They stuff inside their mouth. Oh. You guys should go into YouTube and take a look at some of the owner, right? So they catch the rat putting things, and then they try to make the rat spill everything out. Wow, a lot, it's like they can do a lot of those kind of stuff, right? So amazing, this little ratty, right? So go and do that lah, right? So go and do that, and then additionally, if you take a look, what are the changes again? Well, one of the most significant one is basically the wood energy is losing out. Wood energy is losing out. So you have to go and take a look at your Bazi chart in terms of your day master. What does wood mean to you? Right? What does losing the wood basically mean to you? Because you got an energy. Then you go and take a look at intensifying of fire. What does it mean to you? Right? So these are another layers of looking at things. These are another layers of looking at things, right? So so if you take a look at it, so okay, so rat and also the horse clash, water and fire, right? So now a lot of people are concerned whether this is financially related. It's only financially related if the horse or the rat represent wealth star inside your chart. If it doesn't represent wealth star, the thing that get topsy-turvy next year is not wealth related. Right, it's not well related. Like for example, if water, the wealth component is earth, right? So if you are worth earth, then next year you got a rat inside your chart. So, that one is basically money related issue. Okay, right? So now that's how you do a bit of a next level type of reading, right? So then only it is things that right? So if let's say that the water is basically your what we call your power, which means that you are paying fire or ting fire, then is this now this is your career position related. So this may be career, this may be what we call your position related, right? So this is how you go and do a bit of a deeper reading to know that this is going to impact what sort of stuff inside my budget, right? So you need to understand the relationship between the element to your Bazi chart. So that's why I say that if you got a rat, your day master is a metal, right? It's a completely different story from a person with a rat where the day master is water, right? I already have a hot chart, so just a hotter chart. Just a hotter chart, right? So many things that you need to be careful of, but a lot of time the priority right now is make sure that you don't get into health issue. Because if you get into major health issue, like for example, if you say that it's overheated already, the chart, a lot of time you will have heart related issue, blood pressure related issue. All right, so these are stuff that you need to take care of, right? So now today a bit modern, you can always monitor your blood pressure, right? So you can always go for a heart related ECG scan to take a look at whether it is functioning within the acceptable range, right? So this sort of stuff, right? So especially when you are a bit more on the senior side Right, so those are the one you want to take a look, right? So now my major concern is usually more to the people who are born in the year of the rat. So if you are born in the year of the rat, so you know that there is going to be a huge, the year represent your reputation, how the external people see you, right? So there's going to be a huge reputational issues happening to you. So if your career is very reputational centric, then you need to do a lot of things to protect your reputation. This year you have to start doing already, right? So the what we call the month is basically your skill, right? So it's basically your skill, your conduct, right? So a lot of time is what you can do, right? So it's what the stuff that you do, right? So now this is a bit more career related. It could be just a situation, again, whereby your skill set this year could be exceptionally good. Next year, your skill set become obsolete. It could be just that, like, So, it may be a situation, whereby, AI replace you. I don't know, right? So depending, right? So, your mom born in Geng Zi, I'm worried about her health. You better, Eclipse, if your mom is born in Geng Zi, because the day pillar a lot of time represent the physical self of a person. Okay, so it represents the physical self of the person, then when it clash in that particular palace, right? So again, please don't just always look at the day palace mean that, my partner is going to go into trouble. Right, so so I'm going to lose my partner. So the traditional way of reading things, if let's say year is clash, they say the grandpa grandma die, the month clash, father mother die, the day clash, wife die, and then the hour clash, children die, right? So you see, you really cannot use the traditional standard to do reading in the modern thing, because every pillar right now connected to too many things. Right, so like for example, if this is somebody said that they got the hour born in the red, so oh shit, my investment is gonna be gone. Hey, hello, how much you have inside the market, investment gonna be gone. And more importantly, I repeat a lot of time to people, right? Your Bazi chart does not involve investment at all. How many people buy Tesla share every day? Whose Bazi chart win? Tesla share follow whose Bazi chart? You explain to me and see. Doesn't work one way. Hello. By logic, it doesn't work that way, right? So the conclusion that will waste in investment is actually through a different route that they didn't explain to you, and the bugger just go all over the places, right? So is that right? So health also need to take a look at elemental balance. Yes, right? Because in health analysis, we actually analyzing organ. Water represent what organ, fire represent what organ, earth represent what organ, wood represent what organ, metal represent what organ, right? So it's the excessive and lacking of energy for the organ that causes your system to jam up. Okay, right? So that's basically health analysis for using Chinese metaphysics to do, right? So what they do is that externally they will introduce the qi into your system, whether through TCM by using herbs or through Qigong by externally really injecting Qi into your body to re-nourish the organ. And that's how it fixes. So in Chinese metaphysics, they believe that your body is actually the best doctor. Whatever that's happening is whatever that's happening or whatever that your body is reacting right now is actually doing the best for you to balance back. It's just that if that particular organ is overstressed or not being supported enough, it starts to collapse. When it collapses, your system go jam, right? So like for example, if fire is too high, then your heart may be pumping too hard. So what happens when your heart pumping too hard? Gonna fail. Yeah, right. So or your blood is basically you're pumping too hard, the pressure inside your blood system. But you have to understand why does the pressure go up. Okay, right. So the causation of the thing, because what you see is usually the symptom. It did not tell you about the causation. So when you need to fix the causation. What is the one that is causing you to have an issue? Right, so that's what it is, right? So like for example, this one, the causation for your next year's problem is actually not that the next year has a lot of black color thing and small. Is that this year you are good. That is actually the problem, and you are not conserving things. A lot of people is like that when things are good that time and they don't have the brain to conserve one. Right? So again, they think that, oh, it will continue to be good until, then you got yourself into major amount of problem, right? So, I'm a bit concerned of the rat because my brother is rat. He got rat in the month, rat in the year. Right, and he will go and buy a new house this year. So you see, it's good lah, right? So you see, he can afford to go buy a new house this year. Awesome. Right. So my concern is that next year you actually got enough money to pay the loan or not. Okay, right? So he's doing well this year, right? So which is right, but if he's not conserving the money, right? So to go, he thinks that he will continue to do as such. Then next year you're gonna bang into the right, so the wall right? You can see right. So these are things that you want to anticipate. Right, these are stuff that you want to anticipate. So again, the entire idea is not to say that, oh, this is true or this is not true. It's the arts of preparing for it. Right? It's the arts of preparing for it. If you know that this one is gonna somehow happen. So next year you better be a bit more careful, right? So next year be more careful, right? So please, this one is not strategy for next year. This strategy for this coming few months only. Conserve as much as possible, right? So this is the year, whereby if because you got the rest god, the rest god can assist you in terms of fixing a lot of your health issues. So if this year you don't utilize the rest god to at least bring your entire health level up to a certain par, right? Next year is gonna drop. Right, you can see that next year there's a lot of negative star, right? So today if you have a lot of negative star, right, your mental sure gonna be stressed, and it's already proven mental stress is gonna cause your body to stress. Most of your sickness symptom is resulting from your mental stress. Proven already, it's already medical side, right? So which means that a person can be scared into having issue. Right, so now if you want, you can actually go and take a look at one of the most scary experiment that us human has done is that they use prisoner of war, right? So what they did is that they use ice to actually cut the wrist, right? So and then they turn on the tap, like the tap going down onto a plate. So the fella didn't see what cut him. So the mental thing that the blood is draining. It is just ice dripping on it. It's just water dripping on it, right? And the fella, after a few hours, really die cold. Because mentally, the brain thinks that it's dead already. The body will just follow the mental direction. That's how powerful your mental state is. You can literally scare yourself to death, right? So that's why, so a lot of time tell you that positive mindset. Why? Because the positive mindset actually drives your body. If you are always a gloomy, negative one, right, your body will follow one. Right? So that's the scary part, right? Right. So Jocelyn, I have read in your month and hour, which will clash with the horse, right? Horse is my nobleman. Does that mean that you definitely have challenge? Right. So the scary part about clashing in the hour is that you are not able to see the future. The future path become blurred. Right, so again, future path become blur, mental. Right, so now this one again, give you scary thing, right? So your one and only son died. So I give you an extreme example. So what happened last time? Last time, the reason why people want baby last time is to continue the family business. You have a farm, right? You know that one day you grow old, you don't have an energy to do the farm. So what do? You need to create slave. Right? So how do you create slave? Give birth lah. So that's why getting married is very important. Then to have your what we call your next generation very important. Then you raise your next generation. Your next generation gonna take over the farm. Then only you got food to eat. Now suddenly down the road, your whatever your hope and dream. That's really your hope and dream. The fella you take over the business die. You tell me you can see future or not? Cannot see future anymore, right? Especially if you're at the age of again a bit more older, so it's like you got no time to make second already. So that's why they also know this, so they make many babies. Yeah, they make many babies actually for insurance purpose last time. If one die, I still got another. But today, if you take a look at today, right, make one baby also is like, so damn difficult already, right? So Jocelyn, so you need to be careful, you need to be guarded about that future thinking, right? So like, for example, if you got a lot of what we call investment, then next year you see that the market, so again, now when we talk about the market going crashing, right, somehow, right, it's just the stock that you buy only one, other people stock all fine, right? If you take a look at the market, right, some crash, some go up. And if you really study what we call market crashing, what we call a bull market, the bull market usually go for very long one, right? A crash, which is a bear market, usually is about 8 months. Yeah, right. So it's about 8 months. It will drop for about 8 months only, then it will go back up. That's the trend. But a lot of people, because of the 8 month, right, they all go panic, go crazy. And then cannot recover, right? So Jocelyn, be careful of that, if inside the what we call the rat. It is not the problem of the market crashing, it's your decision to jump that's the problem. Okay, right? So that's how you do a bit of an analysis on what have problem. But first of all, you need to take a look at in this particular pillar, what is concerning to you first. Right, so if let's say that you don't really have a lot of investment in this particular pillar, right? So none of your concern, if let's say that you don't really have don't really have children, none of your concern, right? So how much thing do you have stake inside that particular pillar, right? So if let's say that it's inside the again, right? So if inside the year, right? So is reputation and external approval something that's important, for whatever that you are doing? If it's not, right, you're missing a few friends. Hello, Lei. Welcome for you today. I'm also very happy that you're in here. Right? So can you see that you have to go and analyze your pillar? Right? So that's why, when you come for a consult, all right? So the entire idea right now is for the consultant to understand your concern. It's not for us to come and guess your life. Right, so too many people come for a consult. At least go for the temple consult. You guess my life, you guess my life. It's just like you're wasting your own time. Right? Have you ever gone to the doctor and you're a doctor, you guess what I'm sick of? You try or not? Right? So you go to the lawyer and see, go to the lawyer. You guess what law trouble am I in right now? You're a lawyer, You're a lawyer. Right? You want to try or not? Right, so you don't do that one, right? You go lawyer straight away, tell the lawyer this is the problem that I have, right? So you go to the doctor also, right? I'm coughing right now, doctor. Right? Do you go to the doctor and ask the doctor to guess? So no, but you come to us, right? So you guess how's my life? Guess how's my life? Slap the hell out of you, right? Does a horse being the nobleman doesn't offer help, right? So Jocelyn, you may have the wrong conception of the word nobleman. Right? Nobleman is not there to provide help for you. So again, right, a lot of the conceptual thing, has been sold in a way that it's not right. Nobleman is there just to bridge your naive information wrong on it. Like for example, if you don't know how to swim, right? There's two ways to learn how to swim. One is to get a what we call an instructor to slowly learn. Number two is your best friend. Your best friend will kick you into the pool. Your best friend will drag you to the deep side of the pool and kick you into the deep side of the pool. Tell me, either way, right, you will learn how to swim, right? Is your friend a nobleman or not? Right? When the next time you fall into a pool, right, so and you can rescue yourself out, and then when you come out, then you would have remembered, if last time my friend don't throw me into the pool, I wouldn't know how to swim today. So that is a nobleman, right? So a clashing nobleman is that type of nobleman whereby the method of sending you the message usually is a little bit more harsh, but in the end you get the message, right? So please don't think nobleman as nice, come over, help you. No, right? It doesn't do that. Nobleman basically doesn't do that. Nobleman makes sure that you get the message that you need to get, right? Sometimes it's very tough love, right? So it's clashing nobleman is the tough love type. Okay, right? Congratulations, you got tough love nobleman. So how, want to learn how to swim or not? Don't learn how to swim? Next time you fall into water, yeah. Right? So same thing also, I normal example I tell people is that you know, you got, if you go for the school rival, right? So you go to a school alumni meeting, that particular one person you hate one, the fella come over and, you know, point at you, say that you like that figure, no one would love you. You know, you see this fella scold you one time, right? You feel that hurt, right? What do? You make yourself look better, you see. Sometimes you need this sort of people to come whack the hell out of you. And this is a nobleman. Without the scolding from this particular one person, you would have never improved yourself. Right? So you just imagine all your friend is that type, oh no, don't worry, it's okay one. You look like that, also got people will come love you, and hello, those are the people that keep you, on the bad state. Right? Right? A lot of people think that, oh, those friends that protected my small little shattering ego is my best friend. No, those are the fellow who kill you faster. Right? Give you a tight slap and we go, yeah, correct. Some nobleman is like that one. Is Sensha system more effective or 10 God? 10 God is more utility friendly. Sensha is not very utility friendly. So now I've covered already. The Sensha system, if you take a look at it, is basically your house interior design. It's your house interior design. Okay, so tell me, does the house interior design bring up the value of the house? In a way, yes, but in a superficial manner. In a very superficial manner. All right, so like for example, you see that, okay, so I know, let's say red this year got Emperor Star, right? Emperor Star, I know Emperor Star has to do with leadership, but you need to check your Bazi chart actually got leadership potential. If you don't have leadership potential, the leadership start gonna kill you. Right? So it's like buying a big sofa. Your house got space to put a big sofa on, right? The biggest, nicest, softest sofa cannot get through your door. And don't laugh, I've seen people buy furniture, they never measured their house door. The furniture cannot go in. You buy a table. You buy a nice, those wooden round table, you try to send it up your place, and when they come, the lift is not big enough to push the table in. Cannot go through the staircase. How? You explain to me how they are gonna deliver the table to you. That's the problem, right? So that's why, if you read Sensha, that's the iffy part of actually the star you can use or not. Chinese said, 你可以驾驭那个星吗? Can you sustain the star? Right? Hello, Fernanda. How are you doing? How's Mexico City doing? Today a bit more international. Right, today is a bit more international. So when you are doing a reading, that time you need to go and sit down. So like right now, right, so you have to take a look at where is your red and then sit down with things that it is doing, right? Especially if the red is in the month, because the red is in the month, highly likely it is going to impact your means of earning. No, don't care whatever that you are doing. Right, don't care whatever you're doing, then you need to be more careful with, So normal first question I ask you, do you still love the job or not? If you already hated the job, take this opportunity to disconnect from the job. Right? You can lightly disconnect safely from the job. Okay, right? So, but then after disconnect already, then you need to take a look at, whether can I survive? Do you have the, do you have a 6-month buffer? Right? So we've been talking about, everybody need to have a 6-month buffer for themselves. That's very, very normal financial management. Financial management 101 is to create a buffer for yourself, 3 to 6 months. That's the first thing that you need to save for yourself before you even do any investment. Okay, right? So do the 3 to 6 months, then after that is to create a insurance plan, protection plan for yourself. You need to do the buffer, insurance, then only invest. Right? Not go in, invest. Right? Investment, you know that your capital can all be gone one. A lot of people also don't understand that. You think, investment, the money will always be there. No, come on, please. Right? Cloudy and cold, right? So it's same here, right? So every day also is raining in. Every single day is basically raining. So the weather is changing to the more colder weather. All right, cool. That's basically your little ratata, right? So as usual, if you find it a bit confusing for yourself, don't know what to do, you need to have a discussion, There you go. Come and get in contact with me. Is there any hidden stamp god that can lessen the impact like Egypt? Lessen what impact? Wang Yo, impact of what? Wang Yo, I'm just assuming, alright. So you say, oh, it's gonna be clash, it's like that. Every animal sign 12 years sure gonna clash. Right? It's not a concern. Right? It's not a concern. Clash, basically, the basic thing about clash is that the olden way of you doing things doesn't work anymore. That's it. Right? So put that inside. Your whatever that you've been doing last time, it doesn't work anymore. So same thing, in the year, your old reputation doesn't count anymore. So it's a reset. Sai pai. Mahjong game leh. Right? Mahjong game, end of the game, you get a new hand. So this is called getting a new hand. Right? The previous game all don't count anymore. Whatever that you have previously all don't count. You're getting a new hand. You're being served a new hand. Okay, that's all only, right? So serve a new hand. So the good luck is always the good point is that after the clash, next 11 year no clash, 12 years come one time, right? So yes, this particular may be suck, because you've just lost whatever that And question is, you're able to restart. For those people who can restart very easily, it's like for me, I deleted everything. Right? Some people say that, oh, wait, life crumbled. No, life didn't crumble. Everything got deleted. Right? So it's like, how? Same continue to do because I'm the one who produced everything anyway. So being single doesn't work. And then, yes, correct, Eclipse. Yes, if it's inside your day pillar, right? Your current relationship status, your current perception of relationship stop working. If you are having a partner, you don't find having a partner as an enjoyable process anymore. Nothing wrong with your partner. I'll just tell you first. A lot of people think that the problem is the partner. Its problem is never the partner. Your partner is talking about you. It's never talking about external people. Right? They have not changed. You are somehow going through a change, right? So it doesn't work anymore. Right? So the feeling is that the other side seems to causing the problem. Right? It's just a reset only, right? So every 12 years, every pillar, you're going to get reset. It's just that every single time the reset, things that get reset is different. And the level of the reset is different. Yeah, 12 years ago, you are at which position? 12 years later, you are at which position, right? So you are being reset as a management trainee versus you are being reset as a senior manager. Different. And also, recovery. Because why? When you are at a junior management level, your resources, the connection, the people that you know is probably not much. But when you are at a senior level management, you would have a bigger team of pool of people. So that's why I say that when you are good, build people up. Build people up means that make sure that other people are owing you. Correct? So I help you when I don't need help from you. The best time to give help to people is when you do not need any help from these people. So that the fella has no way of repaying you at that moment. So the fella owes you. Right? The fella owes you, so when you have problem that time, the fella will be obligated to come and rescue you. This is how you buffer. Many people don't know how to do that. Right? So go ahead and learn how to do this. So you got a few more months, things are good, it's at the end of the year, right? So I'm assuming that you already got most of your whatever that you want to do done, right? So spend the rest of the year, go and find people who has potential, right? So you need to understand the people around you who has good potential, assist them in pushing them up the goal. So they owe you. Very important, they owe you and they got no way to repay you. Yeah. Right? So that is power. Right, so that's basically power, because once they owe you, they got no way to repay you. So when they are doing good that time, they will remember you. But go do that, please, right? So you got a few more months to go. Now is the best time for you to, see, look, whoever it is, assist that person. Right? Help them when they need help. Don't help them when they don't need help. Pretty simple. Right? So not everyone remember to help. Right? So Crimson, that's why you need to help enough number of people. So if you know that this fella, you help them, the fella doesn't remember that, you help them, so it's time for you to put a sticker on the guy. No more further help. Understand? No more further help, right? So you also need to practice something which is from time to time remind the fellow. Right? Yeah, from time to time remind the fellow. Right? So sometimes all these are seed planting. So you need to know how to throw seed. Right? So that's why you help people. So please use something that is what I say is cost-free one to help people. Right? So don't try to help people using money, because why? You run out of money. Right? Money in your pocket is a scarce resource. Money in the market is unlimited resource, but in your pocket is always a scarce resource. Right? So that's why sharing knowledge, so it's like me, every time I share knowledge, right, to me this is free because the knowledge is already with me. I share it out to you guys. I don't lose the knowledge, right? So and then you all gain. Right? You all gain. Now you got an additional layer of knowledge which is with you. Right? So it doesn't make me lose anything. Right? So it's like what we call like learning how to read 八字 and help people read 八字, right? What do you lose for helping people to read 八字? Absolutely nothing. You can see, so you read 10 people, you read 100 people, you read 1,000 people, you don't lose anything for reading a 八字 for people, right? So if let's say that the difference is that okay, you help somebody pay for the 八字 reading, how many people can you help pay? You tell me. There's a limit, right? So learning how to read 八字 will be something that's useful for you, is eventually it's a free skill set. And then you can very easily everybody that you go you can you want me to help you read your 八字, you can do that free right? It's just time only, so it's something that you can give out, readily give out to people, right? So without losing, right? So set up an investment and have someone else manage the oh yo, what the hell? Okay. Right, so help this person may many times but ask for donation, other one also cannot. Then stop helping the idiot. Stop helping the idiot. So that's why I said that if you throw things out which is generally free one, right? Generally free, it's like probably time. Somebody said that oh no, time is not free. Time is free, because why? You don't do, the time still move. You realize that one, right? You don't do, time still move, right? So for you is this person worth more than this person? So that's how you decide where to channel your time to, right? So but the thing that you are doing basically is not causing you anything, right? It doesn't cost you much, right? So to basically help that person. Cool, right? So yeah, get in touch with me, if you need assistance. Right, so on the 5th onward, every single week there will be a publication on the 2026 animal sign. Right, took me about a month to write everything. Right, so yeah, right, so it will be again that one is going to be pretty detailed. So it's like this animal sign. If it's in the year, this is the meaning. If it is a month, this is the meaning. This is day, this is the meaning. This hour, this is the meaning. It took me a lot of time to write. Okay. Right, so you can basically do that, right? So go and sign up for the Substack, right? So or you can go to the community channel, right? So now we are still gathering people for the FSA 2026, which is lead by Catherine, right? So if you want to sign up for it, right, so come over to the community channel, right? So I think the sign up link is pinned up, if I'm not wrong. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for today, right? So let's see tomorrow what we want to do. Probably top story again for tomorrow, right? So see you guys, right? So for those of you who know that your friends got red one, please do send this video to them. You see, sending video to them is a free activity, man. It helps them out, right? So you don't need to come up with anything. Just copy the link and then just send it to them. Hey, I remember you have a red. Right, so you can right now find all your friends which is born, let's say in December. Right? So born in December is all red, man. And confirm it's gonna be career related problem. Right, so all your December friends, you send the video to them now. You say, hey, you're born in the month of red. There's gonna be a bit of a big challenges next year, right? So you might want to take a look at this video. See, it's a free thing. You're free thing, you help them out. Okay, right? It doesn't require much effort. Right, so and when the fella see it, let's say that the fella really did some form of action, and next year when the impact come, it does dampen the impact. So who the thing that will remember, it was this friend who have sent me this particular video that helped me out. So next time, you know, when there's any opportunity come out, the fella will remember you lah. Hey, now I got this opportunity. Last time the fella helped me before, you know, gone through this hardship, you know. Now look at you lah. Right? So this day people hate free advice. They hate free advice is their prerogative. Right? So don't see what they hate and then talk about. Your job is to just to help the other person. Right? Okay, that's it guys. See you all. Bye.